Men's basketball had a chance to go on a win streak for the first time this season. We have your highlights.
Plus, two of the conference's premier women's basketball teams squared off Saturday. We take a look back to the showdown at Bronson Arena.
All that and much more coming up on Maverick Postgame. A new semester calls for a new edition of Maverick Postgame, covering the hottest sports stories of the past week. I'm Joe Azar.
And I'm Bryce Reedy. Now, Friday night was hyped to be one of those classic matchups of a high-scoring offense against a rock-solid defense. CMU's women's basketball team averages the second most points in the RMAC, and they welcome the best scoring defense in the conference in the Metro State Roadrunners. It was a game with massive implications in the standings, and now we're going to take you over to Bronson Arena because we have the highlights of this huge contest between the two teams as the Maverick starters were announced to get things started off between the two division rivals. Now, to get things started, the Mavericks with the drive and the early bucket from Brianna Adams. She would have a hot game, as you're going to see here. The dish out to Duran for 3. That would get things started off as the Mavericks had an early lead, 8-2 here now. And Brianna Adams, she's going to pass it off, but she's going to get it right back for the early 3. Again, the Mavericks clicking on all cylinders, especially from behind the arc. It forces MSU to take the early timeout. Now, not a couple minutes later, Mavericks again. Adams from the top of the key. That's her favorite spot on the court. And now the Mavericks have double-digit lead. Adams, once again, she led the team with 27 points, but she also can assist the ball as well. That's Sydney Small with the and-one opportunity against the top defense in the conference. The Mavericks have 32 points now in the second, and Aaron Richley just bounces it home from way downtown. Now, second half now, the Mavericks, it's only a 6-point lead, but Brianna Adams again from 3. This one was in the corner. She was just clicking on all cylinders. Again, 2 back-to-back three-pointers from Adams gave the Mavericks enough cushion for this one. And then right now, a nice drive by Duran on the baseline. And then once again, everyone's looking at Adams, but then it's gonna leave the lane wide open for Small, and she's gonna bank that one home. And the Mavericks are gonna come away victorious in this one, 77-65, CMU on top.
Well, it's safe to say that the men's basketball season hasn't gone the way the players planned thus far. Entering Friday, CMU was riding a 3-game losing streak and a record of 3 wins and 14 losses, including a 2-9 record in the RMAC. With time beginning to run out in the season and the team's playoff chances for a bid was coming to an end, they entered a must-win scenario against Metro State. We're going to go back to Bronson Arena for the highlights of a close game that followed that amazing women's basketball contest. Again, Mavericks desperately needing something to click on this weekend, and they're going to get a little bit of help from Metro State here as the player loses the ball. Eimer Lopez here on the fast break is going to find CJ Davis. He's one of the nation's best three-point shooters. You don't leave him wide open. He's going to make you pay every single time. As you can see, once again, splash. CJ Davis with the big 3. Here comes James Sylvester now, and he dishes it out for another 3, and that one is good. Now, this is Tanner Riley gives it to Sylvester. Sylvester tries to find a lane, decides to go in himself, and gets the layup to fall in with the hometown roll. Fantastic stuff here for the Mavericks early on, and they will continue to torch them from beyond the three-point line. And again, Kabir West pump fakes, gets it that rebound, and lays it in. Very nicely done. Now over to the second half. CJ Davis, again, he's left wide open, and he will make you pay every single time you do that. Now here comes a big key turnover, 44-43, and then the tide turns here as Connor Nichols takes the ball, steals it, gives it to Sylvester, who gets an easy layup opportunity to take the lead. The game, again, getting really close here. Lopez takes a hard fall, gets the and one, though. He will continue this game after an impressive layup over 3 or 4 Metro State defensemen. 67-64 with less than a minute to go. Here comes a shot by Lopez. That one no good, but the rebound falls back to the Puerto Rican. He's going to lay it up, and it's going to be good. Now the Mavericks cut the deficit to 1 with 23 seconds left to go. Here comes Lopez with time running out in the shot clock and the game clock. Tries to find an option. CJ Davis, will he take the three? Can't find an option. Gives it back to Lopez. Lopez tries to find another outlet. Says, you know what? I'm just going to take this myself, and calls game. 8 seconds left to go in the contest. 69-67. Metro State couldn't get their shot off, and CMU, thanks to that shot, are victorious.
Now, coming off their big win against Metro State, head coach Andy Shantz said the victory could be what turns this season around for the men's basketball team. It's all going to start with UCCS as they played them on Saturday and had a chance to go for their first win streak of the season. And you know the drill. We're going to send it back to Bronson Arena because we got more highlights for you. What do you come here for? Now, Lopez is going to start things off early for the Mavericks with a nice drive. He misses the first, gets the rebound, and puts it back up in for two. Mavericks with the early lead. Now, defense was a huge part of the game for the Mavericks in this one, as turnovers led to easy points like this one. Nice long two there by James Sylvester, 10-5. And then once again, off of another turnover, CJ Davis in the corner. Bang, bang, give them all three of those, as the Mavericks had a 9-point lead early on. Now here's Tanner Riley over in the corner. That's 2 in a row from the Mavericks on 2 straight possessions. And what's better than 2 threes in a row? How about we give you 3 in a row? This time, it's Nichols. Bang, bang, bang. All from that same left corner. UCCS just couldn't guard it. And now in the first half, the Mavericks, the nice steal here by Brandon Hoffer. He's going to take it coast to coast over 3 defenders. Nice finish there. And then what's better than doing it once? He's going to do it twice, as Brandon Hoffer's going to take it all the way down once again through defenders. Somehow he finishes it, and the Mavericks with the 9-point lead at that point. Now, second half action. CJ Davis from the top of the key, hand in his face. It's good. And the Mavericks trying to pull away with this one, but UCCS kept it close. But a nice offensive rebound here by the Mavericks, and Hoffer's going to take it all the way in. Nope, he's going to kick it out to Riley. Nope, it's back to Hoffer again in the 3, wide open. And that's a great shot there by the Mavericks, 9-point lead now. But UCCS would just not go away, but the Mavericks offense was clicking on all cylinders now. It's Eimer Lopez's turn from deep. Bang, bang, bang again. As many threes as you could take, the Mavericks made in this one. Now, for the first time all year, CMU wins 2 games in a row with the 80-75 victory over the Mountain Lions. Eimer Lopez led the team with 20 points, followed by CJ Davis with 16, including 3 shots from beyond the arc. The team scored 26 points off of turnovers, capitalizing off the Mountain Lions' mistakes, and the Mavericks will look to continue their newfound momentum when they travel to Spearfish to take on Black Hills State on Friday.
Well, if Friday's game against Metro State was a daunting matchup for women's basketball, Saturday's game against UCCS would prove to be even tougher. The Mountain Lions were only a single game above CMU in the RMAC standings, so for the Mavs, it was a key chance to make up some ground in a tough RMAC field. Easier said than done, though, against the talented roster of the Mountain Lions. Want your highlights? Of course you do. One more time, we go to Bronson Arena, and that was a tough game. And it was thanks to Aaron Richley early on, the former RMAC Player of the Year, that the Mavericks stayed in this game. Nice drive in here, down 4-0 to put them back within 2. Richley, again, mid-range pop. Good on that one. 6-6 now the score, and Richley drives in again and gets the and one opportunity. Big key performance here for Richley, especially in the first quarter. She had double the amount of points as every other Maverick on the field, as you had another 3-pointer there. 10-14 the score, now 12-16. And a good rebound, spins out, shot by Richley, good as well. She was on fire, especially in that first quarter. Now we go to the second quarter. Will Richley keep it up? Richley off a screen, drives inside. Of course she's gonna make that bucket. That's like clockwork for her, and she makes that one fall in for the and one opportunity. Here comes now in this third quarter, and Brianna Adams started to heat up, and a miss here by Richley, and a rebound taken, gives it to Adams. Cash me outside, how about that? And gets the 3 as well. Here comes another shot from outside, good by Brianna Adams. And Here we go again. Adams with the ball, gets stuck in a jam, and a nice little jump, no good. And she gets her own rebound, gives it to Durant. Adams says, I want that back, and gets the 3 to go. She was 50% from beyond the arc in this game, folks. And here comes another opportunity. That's her favorite spot, and she's gonna make it there as well. 23 points from Adams, all coming in this second half. And now Jalen Durant says, I want to join this 3 party. There's my invitation. Check it in the mail. Big time 3 there as time expired in the third quarter. Now Archambault gives it to Richley. Richley to Adams' favorite spot. You know the drill. Bang! And that one is good. This is when the Mavericks really started to build a lead here, as now Empanisa with the steal and the easy putback, capitalizing off points, off turnovers on that play. And now Adams from the inbound. Good. She absolutely lights out. What else can you say about that performance by Adams? Time ran out. Mavericks win big thanks to some stellar play. It was thanks to CMU's star backcourt, the team was able to beat UCCS emphatically, 80-63. Aaron Richley had a near double-double with 30, yes, count them 30 points, most came in the first half, and had 9 assists. Brianna Adams was also 1 rebound shy of a double-double of her own to go with her 23 points, again, all coming in the second half, also shooting 50% on Saturday from the three-point line. The women will join the men, taking the trip to South Dakota this weekend to face off against Black Hills State on Friday and South Dakota School of Mines Saturday.
Now, before we end this sportscast, we are requesting your help for a fellow Maverick and a Warrior. As many of you may know, CMU Baseball's Ryan Teixeira has struggled with cancer for the past couple of years. Just recently, the team opened up a UCaring account to support Ryan and his family. If you would like to contribute, you can go to ucaring.com/Ryan Teixeira -742670. All of us here at CMU TV have Ryan in our thoughts, and we are all 17 strong.
Well, now it's time for our Maverick of the Week, and we are giving it to Brianna Adams for her stellar performances in the weekend. On Friday, Adams had 27 points before torching the Mountain Lions in the second half of Saturday's game with 23. From beyond the arc and the whole weekend, Adams was 11 of 22, good enough for 50%, which is 50% higher than my three-point percentages in all of my career pickup games. Adams was key in CMU's success this weekend, which is why she is our Maverick of the Week.
That'll wrap it up here for us this week. Make sure you tune into Channel 3 next week at the same time to see all the latest news and scores in the world of Maverick sports. With Joe Azar, I'm Bryce Reedy. Enjoy your week, Mavs.